So, to the recipe, and it's one of Gabriel Gate's indulgences. And no, not fish, but lamb shanks, cooked with an orange and herb sauce. The lamb shanks are great cut of meat, inexpensive, and one large one is allowed per person or two small ones. They're simply browned in a casserole dish with a couple of tablespoons of olive oil. This could also be done in a large frying pan. Once brown, I add some seasoning ingredients: thyme, 2 or 3 sprigs, or maybe half a teaspoon of dried thyme. Onion, a small onion finely chopped, and a generous amount of celery, again finely chopped, and the grated rind of an orange. I stir these ingredients up, and already the aromas are sensational. Yes. After a couple of minutes, some moistening agents. A generous splash of white wine. A full-bodied Chardonnay would be perfect, and some tomato, either 3 medium tomatoes finely chopped, or about a cup of canned tomato pulp, a couple of cloves of garlic finely chopped, and some carrot, about 3 medium-sized carrots in fairly large chunks. This is now seasoned with just the tiniest amount of salt and a generous grind of pepper, and the dish is now covered tightly. To do this, I put a folded piece of baking paper over the pot or aluminium foil before the lid goes on to get a really tight fit. Then it's into the oven to cook at about 150 to 160 degrees C for at least 2 hours until the lamb shanks are wonderfully tender. It could also be cooked on top of the stove on a very, very low heat. At the halfway mark, the lamb shanks are turned over. Once the meat is cooked, the shanks are removed, along with the carrot, and put in a warm place. The juice is now strained, and I press the vegetables through the sieve, and then it's pulled back into the pot, and I like to thicken it just a little bit with a tiny amount of corn flour mixed with some water, about a teaspoon of corn flour. Then when it's thickened, the herbs are added: chopped basil, chopped parsley, and mint. And the dish is ready to serve. Degree of difficulty, low. Preparation time, about half an hour plus cooking. And keepability keeps well for a couple of days in the refrigerator, and it warms up very well. Time to serve, and I think the great partner for Gabriel's lamb shanks is mashed potatoes. It makes a great bed. Then on go the shanks, accompanied by the carrot pieces, and then some of that fragrant sauce of herbs and orange rind. And there it is, the Consuming Passions version of Gabriel Gate's lamb shanks with orange and herb sauce. The perfect wine accompaniment, I think, would be some of the Chardonnay used in the cooking. Another triumph from Consuming Passions, and as Gabriel Gate would say himself, I'm sure. Till next time, bon appetit.